What's up, everybody? Today is the 12th of September, and today what I want to label this one is Relentless. Reading a book titled Relentless by Tim Grover. He was the trainer to Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, Dwayne Wade, a lot of the other elite NBA basketball stars. It's a good book. I highly recommend it. So where I want to go with that is, when I was growing up, I was always wondering like what it was that differentiated some of the greats, not just in sports, but maybe music or business. What made them different, or what was the key ingredient that allowed them to achieve a level by the world standards very successful, and others not. And so I think, again, that word relentless or grit, never giving up, that there's an internal fire burning. It's not gifted to you. It's usually, the probably interesting thing is it probably happens at a very young age with rejection, or so we know that MJ, he didn't make his high school team or got cut from his high school team. I think that young, early fire burning him. I remember wondering, like, what was it that made, as a musician, Taylor Swift so popular? There are other people that were, in my opinion, far more talented than she was, but yet she achieved an incredible level of success. I think it started again at an early age. She would go to the bars and honky tonks in downtown Nashville. When she was 12, 13, 14, her parents would drive her over and she'd just start playing. And so I think that early level of dedication, probably rejection from people, and just like constantly working on her craft to get better and write songs, made her into the superstar she is today. You look at high-level business people, a lot of them have suffered major setbacks. And I think that's sometimes what really helped them long-term, is because they didn't give up. They had that grit, that internal relentless desire to become the best, and then most importantly, really stay there. And so I think you look at guys like Tom Brady. He wasn't drafted high, out of the combines. He said, oh, he's never going to be good. We got guys like Wayne Gretzky. There are people far more talented than these guys, but yet they're the ones that are known as the greatest of all time in their respected sport. And so that's kind of what the message is on this one, is relentless. Is there's a lot of people with a lot of talent out there that just never make it because they get knocked down and they decide not to get back up, or they don't think they're good enough, or they don't have that confidence, that burn to continue to go after defeat or after a setback. And so I think it's really like that. I'm finally starting to understand and answer my question is, what is it that makes these people that we maybe look up to get to that level, is because they just don't give up. They're relentless in their pursuit, and it's an internal thing. I don't think it's about, like, when you look at Tom Brady, it's not about maybe more rings, or it's definitely not about the money anymore. Between him and Giselle, they're multi-millionaires. It's just about that internal fire that burned, I think, to really prove to themselves so that they're there, and they're meant to be there, and they're going to stay there as long as they possibly can. That's like an internal drive. And so today's is relentless. So I want you to be relentless. Whatever that goal is, you're going to face setbacks. You're going to get knocked down. But I want you to keep going. That's the difference between the successful and the non-successful. And then don't stop. Never stop. Keep going. All right, I've got your back.